Hello Leo, welcome back to your forecast. Last month of 2023, December, and chock full of very, very important aspects for you. We take a look, especially at your ruler, the Sun, having just passed over that combative Mars conjunction in your fifth house of creativity. If you've been able to channel and direct that energy in the proper way, then many of you would have achieved a lot over the past few days, because that Mars gives you the drive, gives you the focus. Sun makes you bright and energetic, but it can also be very, very tiring. When you've got this combination, it shows that Mars has been burnt up by the energy of the Sun. What is it exactly that's been burnt up? Mars is ruling your domestic sphere, and it also rules the morality and religious or spiritual component of your horoscope. So both of these things, dominated by Mars, have been burnt up, so to speak, by the transit of the Sun over that position. Fortunately, we see a separating conjunction. Now, what that means is that your ruler has passed over this precarious, fiery conjunction. You'll start to feel the temperature coming down, so to speak. You'll see that combative aspect of your personality, or indeed the personality of the people that are ruled by Mars, such as your mother, father, maternal relatives, just people on the home front generally. Mars also has a natural affinity with brothers and sisters. So all of those areas, all of those relationships may have come under some pressure, also under the microscope. And I say microscope because we see that during the new moon phase on the 13th, you're going to have that same combination triggered again, but perhaps not as intensely. The new moon is going to show a whole new perspective or energy arising out of these relationships. So all of those aforementioned relationships are subject to the new moon energy, a new way of looking at them. If you've been stuck in some sort of habitual loop, brother or sister says something, you automatically react, then they automatically react, then the new moon, I think, is going to give you the option to sort of think things through a little bit before speaking, listening, and maybe not even feeling the necessity to respond. Sometimes that impulse, which again is very much that Mars-Sun combination, can be checked with the new moon, and also the fact that the Sun has moved sufficiently far away from Mars. This is an ideal opportunity for you to look at things differently, approach the relationships differently. You may also find that your communication style is very, very different. Although Mercury only sits in this area of your horoscope for one day before it moves into your sixth house, it tells us that you're capable of communicating what it is you want to change. By the way, that fifth house is a strongly dominant feature of relationships with your children, particularly the eldest born child. So you may find that if you're a parent, that child is feeling very dominant now. It's a good idea to sort of direct them into martial arts, sports, physical activities that can give an upward turn to some of these aggressive energies. And that also applies to you, Leo, because the fifth house has a very strong relationship to your sun sign. The fifth house and also the ninth house, these three triangular houses of your horoscope, are of the same element. So when we've got planets transiting the same element, that of course triggers that element of fire, which of course Leo is the fire sign, the central fire sign, because the Sun is the number one ruler of our solar system. So for yourself, I'm also suggesting a way for you to direct that energy in a positive, uplifting way. Get yourself healthy, get your emotions healthy, and regulate and balance with equilibrium those relationships that we've been talking about. You still have some wonderful stuff going on in the 10th house. You still got that Uranus-Jupiter combo, which is expanding your career prospects. We're going to talk more about that in the new year. But we also see the full moon that occurs on the 27th in the sign of Capricorn. This is the 6th house. So along with this new moon regulating the change in relationships with those people, you may find the full moon casting a whole new light on your workplace relationships. 6th house is work. Why does everyone have to scream like that? I'm very irritated. Maybe it's the Sun-Mars combo. What do you think? 6th house is health. It's also the nature of your work and the day-to-day routine and the way you do your work. It also has something to say for your dietary considerations. And when a full moon takes place here, it actually switches on the light and brings to light those darker areas that have been hidden for some time. So these are all wonderful aspects for you, Leo, and a way for you to, just harmonize your life in all of these different areas and all of these different capacities to usher in a brand new positive 2024. A couple of final aspects there I'd like to talk about. The 26th Venus trine Neptune, very, very idealistic. That shows again your career appetites are moving into a whole new genre. You're looking at your career in a whole new light with a visionary sort of angle. Wonderful sort of way to dream and to visualize, creatively visualize what it is you want for the coming 12 months and beyond. I'm going to direct you over to the website now, as I usually do, astrology.com.au. There is more there on the month of December. You might like to read up on that and just fill in some of the gaps that I may have left here in the what I call the Oracle Express, the fast-paced 6-minute reading. Take a look at what I've written up there. Don't forget to subscribe. We need your subscriptions. Drop me a line if you need some technical help or you've got some problem. We can organise a reading for you. It's a great time of the year to do it as the new year is upon us. Merry Christmas to all of you. Appreciate your support throughout 2023, and I'll be back in the new year. Hopefully you will be too. Take care now. Bye-bye.